On August 23rd at around 7 a.m., I took a train from Münster to Hamburg, and it was a pretty short, icy train that took just around like a little bit over 2 hours. Some of the first thing I did was admire the train station because it was really beautiful, first of all. But I also went to this St. Nikolai church that was destroyed during the World War, and a little bit of a memorial, which was really cool, showing like before and after the destruction during the Second World War. A lot of things I've done that day was just walking around, taking the U-Bahn, or kind of going everywhere, just looking around the city, because it is a really beautiful city. Going along the lake that's in the middle of the city, even going along the port, because there was a lot of things to do over there. As Hamburg is like one of the major hub for shipping and receiving in Germany. There's a lot of like shipping things that kind of all over the place, and which was really cool to see, and a lot of things that was related to water, like sea, and yeah. One interesting thing I've done is there was a submarine that you could go and check it out, and that was actually really cool because I'd never been in a submarine, and just showing how tight everything was, and like, and even the doors, the sealed door, how like small it is, and you have to crouch in it. And that was so cool. I really enjoyed it. It was a good time, and like, it was a genuine submarine as well. Non-functional anymore, but it used to be, which was just, and the engineering in it is insane. How they pack everything. There's lines and pipes everywhere. It's like, I'm always super fascinated by these type of things. I also went to the canal area where there's like these house or apartment kind of all over along the water, which was super beautiful. And even went to that one location where you kind of see that one picture of that castle that's super popular. And then my day kind of finished off by just walking around. I couldn't take a bike because none of the bike worked. I needed the Deutsche Bahn application, but for some reason, the Deutsche Bahn bike, I just was not able to do an account. Every time I tried, it just didn't work. I tried even when I started from the start. I just of coming to here in Germany, it just didn't work for me. But I just went around and kind of like walked at night and then went to my hostel. The next morning, on the 24th, I decided to go back to that canal area so I can have a nice picture of the castle, but with the sun facing the castle so I can just have better lighting. Afterward, I headed to train station and I took a train that would lead me to one of the suburb area, a little bit outside the city, but still within Hamburg. And then I took a bus that got to Neuengamme, which is on the south side of southeast of Hamburg, and this is where there was a concentration camp that used to be functional during the Second World War. The Neuengamme concentration camp was a working concentration camp where they made bricks. And it was interesting because it told you a lot about like how it was made, and also like a lot about how they treated the Jews, which was absolutely horrible, and like the psychological thing the guards would do, and just like the working hours, and just some just the horrible stuff that happened in these type of camps. And also there was just a bunch of like reminiscence, like things that was from back in the day. It was cool. I didn't take that many video because I want to be respectful, but it was still interesting to just kind of walk around and see and just learn more about it. So I really took my time at the concentration camp. I was there for quite a while. I believe I was there for like almost 3 hours, and that took a lot of my day. And afterward, I took a bus again, and then took a train back to Hamburg, where I was kind of walking around. I was trying to find what to do, and if there's anything I could try to like spend my time when waiting for my train later that night to go back to Münster. And I saw that there was a planetarium, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I decided to go and watch a show about Northern Lights. I didn't understand a single thing because it was in German, but just the fact that I was just reclined in a seat and almost sleeping was awesome, and I could just like kind of relax and just watched the show about Northern Lights. The cool thing about it is that it was about Northern Lights in Yellowknife. That was I kind of, at that time I'd been around over 2 months out of Canada, and I started missing home. And the fact that it was about Canada and Yellowknife, especially, it made me a little bit like pretty happy about my own country, and made me miss Canada even more. But it was cool. The show was really good. I didn't fully understand, but I could understand the images, that how they were explaining how Northern Lights exist, or like how they're made or form, why you can see them, which is kind of things I knew a little bit before, but it was really cool. And there was a lot of kids there too. It was more directed for kids, but I still had a great time there. Afterward, I just kind of walked around the park near the planetarium and just looked at goose and ducks, which was really cool. I then headed out near the main train station, just kind of looked at buildings again and just walking around. And just before my train left, like around an hour and a half or so, I decided to just treat myself to a restaurant inside the train station and with a nice beer. I then, at around 8:45, I left, took the train back to Münster, and took an ICE train this time, and arrived at Münster at around 11 p.m.